This, gentleman, is your primary objective. He's a top-level threat. Engage him with the full brunt of your firepower.
I work better with music.
Here we stand, the threshold of a new age.
The world of Devil May Cry has returned with a brand new animated adaptation, bringing demon hunting, supernatural horror, and over-the-top action to the screen with fresh energy. This version reimagines the classic video game universe in a darker, grittier, urban fantasy tone. At center stage is Dante, a demon hunter for hire a tough, charismatic half-demon whose life is intertwined with vengeance, loss, and the fate of both human and demon realms. This Dante isn't just a swordsman. He's burdened by legacy, moral ambiguity, and the constant threat looming over humanity. From the very first frames, the series sets the tone, demons crossing over to Earth, a clandestine government force hunting demon hunters, and a growing conspiracy that threatens to unravel the delicate balance between worlds. The main antagonist is a mysterious terrorist figure known as the White Rabbit, a demon-obsessed extremist whose ambitions could mean apocalypse. Against him stand Dante and a few human and supernatural allies, fighting not just for survival, but to prevent the demonic invasion of Earth. The cast behind the voices brings this reimagined world to life. Dante is voiced by Johnny Young Bosch, whose performance channels both Dante's reckless bravado and deeper existential pain. Alongside him is Scout Taylor Compton voicing Mary, aka Lady, another key figure tangled in humanity's fight, human, skilled, yet drawn into demon hunters' war. The White Rabbit is brought to life by Hoon Lee, his voice carrying menace and fanaticism. Other voices include Chris Coppola and Kevin Conroy, each giving weight to supporting roles and contributing to the dark, immersive atmosphere of the series. When it comes to release, fans didn't wait long. The entire first season dropped on Netflix on April 3, 2025, with all 8 episodes released simultaneously so viewers could binge right away. The decision to stream the full season at once allowed for uninterrupted immersion into the bleak, demon-infested world the show builds. The animation is handled by Studio Mir in collaboration with producers from the show's creative team, which lent a slick, stylish, and somewhat mature visual palette to a story filled with gore, horror elements, and high-stakes supernatural warfare. To build hype, teasers and trailers began circulating well before release. Early promotional material gave glimpses of demon attacks, gothic cityscapes, and Dante sword in hand, ready to dive into chaos. The official trailer dropped not long before premiere, offering a taste of brutal combat, demonic powers, and a world where danger lurks around every corner. Alongside the visuals, the show's opening featured a soundtrack that matched its gritty vibe-setting expectations, not just for action, but for horror, intensity, and dark fantasy atmosphere. The response to Season 1 was strong enough that just a week after release, the show was renewed for a second season. Creators have teased some changes. A shift in tone and style is expected, with hints that the narrative might evolve significantly. The second season is slated to premiere in 2026, giving the production team time to build new arcs and expand the scope of the story. Among the teased new elements is a deeper exploration of characters, and possibly the entry of legendary figures from the franchise's lore. But beyond the surface-level excitement, the new Devil May Cry adaptation has sparked conversation about its direction. Some longtime fans of the original video games, known for their stylized gameplay, gothic action energy, and somewhat over-the-top tone, find the new version's heavier narrative weight, political undertones, and darker atmosphere to be a departure from what they loved. The addition of government conspiracies, paramilitary demon hunter factions, and a more serious take on the human-demon conflict has polarized viewers. Some appreciate the maturity and horror-driven storytelling. Others miss the more carefree, action-packed, video game-style vibe. On the other hand, many new viewers have embraced this adaptation's accessibility. Even if they've never played the games, the anime stands alone characters, and stakes are introduced in ways that don't require prior knowledge. This means the story works for both seasoned fans and newcomers alike. A demon hunter on a mission, a looming demonic threat, moral ambiguity, and the blurred line between good and evil classic fantasy horror themes handled with sophistication. There's also buzz around the fact that the show might be more than just one adaptation. The creative team's ambition hints at building a broader universe, perhaps even crossing over with other franchises from the same publisher, paying homage to the source and exploring far-reaching consequences of this demon hunter universe. While nothing is confirmed officially, there's tantalizing speculation that this anime could pave the way for more adaptations, spin-offs, or tie-ins, especially if Season 2 lives up to expectations. As for what to expect, more intense demon battles, deeper lore, morally gray storytelling, and likely new characters with complex loyalties. Season 2 might introduce even older rivalries, perhaps explore the haunted past of Dante's family, or the origin of conspiracies that threaten both realms. And with the shift in tone and style, the horror elements may become even more pronounced demons, not just as monsters, but as beings with history, agendas, and influence, challenging Dante to question both his mission and his beliefs. So, for anyone jumping into this world, whether out of nostalgia for the games or curiosity about dark fantasy anime, this incarnation of Devil May Cry offers a world that's gritty, brutal, and emotionally charged. Demon hunters, betrayals, existential stakes, humanity on the brink, and personal vendettas all collide in a blood-soaked urban fantasy where every sword swing, every spell, and every moral choice can shape the fate of two worlds.